好，Hello，大家好啊，我叫 Owen 啊。咁今日嘅主題係咧，你對食物嘅認知是正確嗎？你確定你喺度享受食物嗎？咁今日嘅主題咧就涉及食物同埋人體健康嘅。咁接落嚟嘅題材咧，需要喺大師嘅空間同埋家自完成嘅。咁切勿自己去私自嘗試啦。咁想追尋呢個真理同埋體驗人類嘅最大嘅強度化咧，咁可以同我哋嘅總部卡拉薩同埋香港嘅卡拉薩負責人聯繫啦。咁我會將個聯繫方式咧喺直播結束之後咧，我會擺落去留言板度嘅。好啦，咁今日咧仲好榮幸會請到咧香港嘅 coco 啦。咁 coco 咧就喺上師嘅教學咧都有一段時間，仲要比我更加早嘅。咁今日就請佢會分享佢喺上師認識上師之前嘅前同埋後啦，跟住喺佢身體嘅上面有咩變化啦。咁轉頭佢就會出嚟同大家分享嘅。咁開始呢個主題之前咧，我就想放一段片俾大家睇一睇先。
The sacred secrets of perfect health come from an ancient culture. Within the silence of this space is the call to return to our source. A space of peace, freedom, and expansion. People all over the world are suffering from their addictions to food. It's becoming an epidemic of disease. Fast food, fast living, fast dying. 68.8% of adults in the United States are either overweight or obese. 25.5% of children and adults have diabetes in the United States. 40 million diabetics in India, the highest number of diabetics in any one country. 68 million people in America have high blood pressure. 1 in 3 adults have high BP. World Health Report 2012. 1 in 6 adults are obese. 1 in 3 adults have hypertension. 1 in 10 adults have diabetes. Our suffering is based in violence toward our bodies, minds, and souls. This violence is also erupting as man's inhumanity to man. Suffering is self-inflicted. We begin early transferring this disease to our children. What is the cause of all disease? Constant agitation in our inner space. Is there a solution to this health crisis? Under the guidance of an enlightened master, Paramahamsa Nityananda, people from all over the world are empowered with a new biological blueprint, new DNA, reconfigured to reflect the highest possible biological brain functioning. They are going beyond disease and rediscovering the healing experience of a silent inner space, activating the prefrontal cortex, the command center of the brain. Join us in an adventure to explore our inner space to Nirahara Samyam, a place of deep ease and silence, versus constant agitation, fight or flight. Going beyond the patterns of depression, anxiety, and emotional turmoil, exploring our inner space.
Please understand, samyama means exploring and discovering your various possibilities. Being centered on certain technique or spiritual process, exploring and discovering your various possibilities and powers. Nirahara samyama means in this exploration I am supporting you spiritually, helping you to explore and discover your body's possibility without having any external input like a food or water. Please understand. Your body is the miniature of cosmos with all possible intelligence in it. Putting so much of solid food into your system, you made your biomemory forget that original intelligence of creating food, creating energy out of sun rays and air and space and ether. Now, again I am trying to reawaken that original intelligence.
The residual effects of our emotional crisis is stored in our body fat. So, when the fat melts, the traumatic memories are released, leaving us clean and free of the past.
All of us, all over the world, have the habit of turning towards food whenever we have some emotional blockages or some tensions or any other imbalances created in us, either emotionally or mentally.
Please understand, this samyama is not aiming to save your food cost or your food bill. No. This samyama is aiming at many of the basic root patterns with which you suffer, which is associated with food pattern. When the food pattern is removed, many of those basic emotional patterns with which you are suffering is broken and you are liberated. Many of your fear, your greed, your attention need are all associated with food.
The patterns related to food are broken. One pattern I can say is emotional eating. Throughout this entire life I've been living, emotional eating has been present. Now, after 21 days of samyama, it's not there. It's not there.
Ahara samyama is neither fasting nor starving. It is completely different. It is just awakening your capability to produce food directly from the sun rays and the air.
So now the vitamins and minerals I get are like a tree. Photosynthesis is like that is awakened in this body.
You're not eating anything, just barely any liquids. But I saw, what is this? My energy is just going on, increasing, and I'm able to lift much more heavy weight, and I feel so good about myself, and just pure love for myself, love for life, and I know I can live eternally this way.
I realized that when a same situation came in front of me, I was not reacting the way I used to. I'm 63 years old, soon to be 64 years old. I am diabetic and my blood sugars have been more stabilized over the last 2 days, and I have not had any insulin, and I've been diabetic for 25 years. So this is just amazing in my life, just amazing. And I wish any of this healing for anybody in the world.
I had high BP for 8 years, and now I'm nearing the last day. Tomorrow is the last day, and from the 9th day of the samyama, my pressure has become completely normal, and I was not able to work for more than 1.5 hours before I came to samyama. Now I'm working for 12 to 13 hours a day. I can't believe this. I had very low pulse strength, and now my pulse strength has increased, my energy has increased. I don't sleep for more than 2 hours. I'm feeling fresh all the time. I'm so thankful to Swami for all these things.
Before this samyama, I weighed, believe it or not, almost 200 pounds, 198 pounds to be exact. After the samyama, that's the samyama, 21 days straight, I weighed 148 pounds.
I think being Nirahari is just not being without food, it's just exploring oneself deeper, so adventurous. See how every day one layer is getting just peeled out and you suddenly know that you can live without food. Wow, cool.
The power of this samyama will be such, you will be so excited, you won't have the hangover of food.
Before the samyama, I used to have this pattern of laziness. I was just a bag of lazy bones. I used to find it very difficult to work continuously even for 1 or 2 hours. You know, I used to feel that sort of a heaviness inside me and that sort of an irritation. But now, after the samyama, that pattern has completely broken, and I mean it when I say it. I mean, just this past 2 days, I've been sitting and working for 10 to 12 to 14 hours, but the main thing is without carrying that irritation or that sluggishness or that heavy anchoring inside me.
Before the samyama, I had high blood pressure. They have us do all sorts of tests afterwards. It tested within the normal range, if you can believe that. I was so delighted. Also, I had quite high cholesterol, and that too tested within the normal range. In fact, believe it or not, everything tested within the normal range.
What I find astonishing most of all is that I'm having all this energy without any food.
The main thing I am experiencing from this samyama is Swamiji's powerful energy just working so deeply in my arthritic joints, just drawing out these old patterns that I've been just holding on to so much in my joints. I'm happy to let them go.
Every human being associates his fear, his greed, his attention need, his idea of love with food.
Nirahara Samyama brings about a heightened state of awareness that's termed restful awareness. And there are brain scans that actually reflect the state of awareness, and brain scans that reflect fight or flight consciousness. All dis-ease comes from fight or flight. All feelings of bliss and relaxation, happiness, clarity, peace, perfect relationships, ability to solve problems come from that state of restful awareness.
I'm just an 18-year-old girl, and today I'm a Nirahari. Previously, I just used to be like the other kids, eating. Whenever I was depressed, I used to go to food. That was the only alternative. And today, many youth are suffering with the same problem because they eat out of depression and they suffer with obesity, so many problems. But now, after taking up Nirahara Samyama, I just know that life itself is going to be so totally different because the mind has become so silent. Every depression I'm able to clearly witness and easily unclutch.
Earlier, by eating or by overeating, I used to abuse my body, having a lot of stomach problems and all. But now I'm feeling so light and my body is very flexible. Yoga also I'm able to perform very well. Now I have tremendous respect towards my body and my inner space.
So much energy and joyful feeling despite not being on solid food for 21 days.
My friends and my family is having a good life leading because they're taking food, watching TV and sleeping, taking tablets. They think they are a good life. But in my samyama, this samyama, no food, I think it is my good life.
I feel like a flower. I wake up in the morning, I smile at myself in the mirror. That hasn't happened in God, I don't know how long, you know. My fear of crowds is gone.
It's a real miracle technique that Swamiji has given to the whole of humanity.
Being a Nirahari is actually living out of freedom.
How does it feel to eat now when you do try to eat?
I don't eat. I don't eat solid food.
I feel fulfilled and I have no food in me. How great is that?
It's awesome. So intense energy, and it's so interesting that actually to know that we can actually live without food. So it's so beautiful.
I am in love with myself like I never have been.
We invite you to come and join us in the formation of a new human species, overcoming all disease patterns in mind, body, and spirit. We're winning the war against negative patterns that confound our inner space and manifest as disease patterns. We are reversing the aging process, growing younger and becoming more beautiful every day. Recognizing the deeper secrets of our true identity, a new consciousness going beyond agitation to the highest quality of life, free of conflict and disease. Join us online at nithyananda.org and sign up for your own personal journey into Nirahara Samyama.
It is not just extraordinary power, it is getting into a new consciousness. When you are free from the patterns of food, such a new consciousness will be awakened.
好啦，大家都睇到啦，但係都係我再重複啦，我係唔建議同埋係唔容許大家係私自去嘗試啊，因為呢個需要得到上師嘅空間同埋能量加持咧，先會做到嘅，同埋係有步驟、有課程、有依據，要逐步去做嘅，係啦，所以就唔建議大家去私自嘗試，係啦，呢個好重要嘅。好，咁我哋要開場經文，開始今日嘅課題啦。咁我哋就坐直腰背，雙手合十。Nityanandam Padmasukadam Kevalam Yanamokam Tantadi Tangalasatisan Takamasya Dinasyam Yekam Nityam Vimanachalam Salavati Shakshibhutam Awatidam Tikunahitam Sakulum Tam Namami。好，老規矩啦，介紹上師先。咁我上師係咧印度教最高教皇普世靈性導師聖專列斯林達帕瑪舒華上師啦。咁上師咧正在為人類咧帶嚟超意識突破而努力嘅。咁呢個可以通過咧在身體上咧顯化嘅各種超能力咧得到證明啊，可以得到科學測量啦，並經得起全球成百上千人嘅理性邏輯嘅審查啦。根據咧印度教咧，佢是帕瑪斯華的化身啦，即無處不在嘅超意識能量啦。根據印度教咧，大師咧係帕瑪斯華嘅第1008世嘅化身啦。佢得到咧俾佢前輩咧係認可嘅，同埋佢哋係咧開悟嘅大師同埋1000多名嘅領袖啦。咁大師咧為人類咧打造了力量科學啦、開悟科學啦，同埋瑜伽同埋治療大學啦。由大師同埋呢啲林特僧侶啦、修女啦，同埋印度教僑民啦領導嘅修會啦，正在為全球和平同埋為人類咧提供超越式突破而努力嘅。咁大家可以睇下呢張相啦。咁呢張相咧係大師4歲嗰陣咧打扮成呢個印度教嘅僧侶啦。咁喺佢後生嗰時咧，佢已經喺佢內心度咧已經係認識到嘅僧侶身份啦。咁喺佢4歲嗰陣咧，佢已經知佢將來係會將呢個超越式嘅能力啦，係會帶俾我哋嘅。咁呢張相咧係上師係由佢吠陀大師啦拍攝嘅。咁喺理工學院學習期間啦，佢喺最後一年咧嚟到 D.O. 馬來咧嗰時咧，佢通過一封正式嘅啟蒙信咧，收養佢為佢唯一嘅傳承嘅繼承人啦， 便授予佢啦帕瑪蘇奇呢個稱號啦。咁可以睇到咧，阿凡達咧左邊有一個海螺啦，同埋水壺啦，右邊有一個木像啦。咁呢啲係佢作為前程嘅一個移交前程一個移交嘅模式啦，就俾上師啦、大師啦。好啦，咁呢個係大師嘅第一個正修院啦，喺2001年啦4月14號正式成立嘅。咁呢個正修院咧係大師咧一手一腳咧去一磚一瓷咧咁樣去一齊砌出嚟嘅。咁嗰時咧佢已經係將呢個超意識嘅能力啦、真理啦，開始咧係帶俾人類嘅啦，開始喺佢自己住嗰個地方開始去做緊佢自己要做嘅嘢噶啦。咁到今時今日咧。咁印度教咧復興即係大師咧復興了印度教各個方面啦。咁從帕瑪斯華嘅力量啦，到神聖嘅經文啦，到寺廟儀式啦，到開明嘅生活方式啦。咁大師咧喺世界各地咧建立咗16000多個卡拉薩啦。咁重建一個有意識嘅世界啦，以呢個氣候咧、經濟社會啊、健康同埋兩個人道主義層面嘅全球問題，從根本上咧係不再存在。通過合一嘅體驗啦，從將呢個貧困咧、飢餓咧、暴力咧、歧視咧等問題咧轉化為強大嘅生活啦。咁作為一個化身咧，佢再作為呢個精神領袖咧、內在同外在世界嘅科學家啦、超意識嘅文明嘅復興者啦，最重要係咧人類嘅遠見者嘅全球責任中運用宇宙智慧嘅。咁短短16年嘅公共生活中咧，佢喺呢個科學啊、技術啊、冥想啊、治癒啊、健康同埋保健、瑜伽、醫學、教育同埋生活方式等領域啦，為人類做出咗巨大嘅貢獻嘅。咁有6大洲196個國家347個城市，得超過2千萬人崇敬同埋追隨尊者嘅。咁大家都可以睇到啦，上師係好犀利嘅，佢真係用自己嘅行動咧話俾我聽咧，我哋嘅世界咧其實係我嘅內心，係用我哋嘅內心去顯化出嚟嘅。因為上師佢講過，佢內心係冇任何負面嘅情緒，佢已經係超越咗各個層面嘅情緒嘅。所以佢想要嘅嘢咧係會實現嘅。佢要做佢用佢行動話俾我哋聽咧，我哋都可以好似佢咁樣去實現我哋想要嘅嘢，真係十分之強大。呢個認知就係。咁關於卡拉薩啦，咁卡拉薩係一個不關心政治嘅國家啦，其願景咧開明於全人類啦，為實現呢個目標啦，佢致力於保護、恢復同埋復興以真正嘅印度教為基礎嘅開明文化同埋開悟啦。咁呢種開文化咧同文明咧曾經喺阿富汗啊、印度啊、尼泊爾啊、緬甸啊等非洲大陸超過56個國家自由傳播啦。咁到新加坡咧、馬來西亞、柬埔寨同印度尼西亞啦，但由於千年嘅迫害啦，現在面臨呢個滅絕嘅。作為一個國家咧，卡拉薩視和平、主權同埋以服務為導向嘅，咁代表一個意識形態咧，而不是領土咧，所有眾生都可以和平同埋和諧嘅生活咧，咁所有人類咧都係平等同埋神聖無量膚色咧國際宗教啦。咁印度教咧係一個幸福嘅宗教，佢認為咧幸福權係所有人嘅最高基本權力。咁事實上，所有眾生咧，印度教嘅最終目標咧係人類嘅物質啦同埋精神福祉嘅，係啦。咁介紹完卡拉薩之後咧，我哋今日都邀請香港嘅朋友啦，咁coco 啦，咁 coco 咧喺上師嘅教學同埋課程咧都有一段時間噶啦，咁我哋就聽下佢嘅分享啦。好 ，coco 姐喺咪度？係
，Hello，
好，咁交俾咧，你就同大家介紹下你係認識上師之前嘅分別，同埋你嚟到課呢個上師馬哈帕瑪舒和含嘅課程之後嘅一種體驗，係同大家講下啦。
大家晚上好，我係馬哈帕瑪舒和含呢個課程嘅學員，咁我係2019年識得我哋嘅上師尼希亞蘭達，咁喺一個非常之巧下嘅情況下識到上師嘅，係一個朋友咧就 嗌我去聽一個課程啦，咁樣我平時都好鍾意去參加呢啲活動嘅。真係我休息得閒咧，邊個嗌我去邊度去參加咩活動，學習啲乜嘢，做埋義工啊，我都好有心去參加呢啲嘢嘅。所以咧嗰日就受朋友嘅邀請啦，就去參加上師嘅開示，咁就去睇啦。今日因為我哋嘅上師嚟希亞蘭大，佢係講英文嘅，所以咧我就第一日識到上師講呢啲咧，雖然有翻譯，咁咧聽到就冇咩感覺，就係蒙查查，唔係好識。跟住接落嚟，後邊就有一個連接，專門有一個出家嘅女眾咧，佢就係一個大學生，留學在出邊嘅留學生咧，佢就出咗家，認識咗師傅啦，出咗家啦，就做翻譯嘅。嗰陣時佢就係而家嘅馬卡拉薩啦。好，佢咧就分享同埋用佢嘅普通話講咗好多集師傅嘅開示啦。咁嗰陣時就不斷去睇嗰個片啦，就聽到佢嘅介紹之後咧，就一直留喺嗰個空間度學習同埋參與師傅嘅課程啦，同埋好多小課都有啊。咁就一路都有跟到而家嚇。咁講我其中嘅一個變化就係因為太多啦，呢幾年之嚟咧，自從我參加嗰個3級課程第一次嘅3級課程開始，到而家嘅升級為馬哈帕冉瑪希瓦呢個課程之後，一個非常非常之大嘅轉變。其中就係講一 part， 而家講緊食物啦，食物對我哋嘅人生咧真係好重要嘅。咁講綠食呢一篇對我嚟講係非常非常之大嘅一個轉變。第一次做綠食咧就係係我返緊工就開始做綠食。咁3日即係21日唔食嘢，淨係飲豆漿啊，飲嗰啲有機嘅奶啊，飲果汁啊等等之類嘅綠汁嘢，有湯又得，即係冇渣嘅。所以咧，我就開始21日嗰個綠食，做咗第7日，就返工嘅同事就話：哇，你瘦成咁樣啊！唔可以唔食嘢㗎，你要返工，你要用力咁咩唔得㗎，又好多人反對，屋企人反對，因為我做咗第7日瘦咗好多，因為我本身都唔係好肥嗰隻，所以咧瘦咗好多咧，就全部人反對，全部人咧鬧我，即係話我咁瘦仲要減肥咩？我唔係減肥，排毒啫嘛。咁喺呢種聲音嘅督促之下咧，我就停咗綠食第7日。好，第一次做21日嘅綠食咧就失敗啦。跟住我又唔死心喎，我一定要試下。我覺得我即係體內好多毒素咯，因為我有便秘啦，我有慢性病嗰啲咩糖尿啦，即係可能仲有啲隱形病自己都唔知㗎，喺做瑜伽當中嗰個體驗先知㗎。依家講流食就唔講瑜伽住啦。咁咧就係第二次又開始，即係每個月嘅1號開始可以做流食嘅，咁咧就第二次，咁我偷偷開始啦，我又唔同屋企人講啦，又唔係同同事講啦，咁費事佢哋要鬧我啦，即係1-2個月之後我又開始做第2次流食。 咁又返工咯喎，咁我日日咧就打啲豆漿啊，帶喺身啊，帶幾支啊，即係帶啲嘢飲咧，跟住咧就返工。咁佢哋一食飯咧，我出去食飯啦，就唔同佢哋食飯，咁就自己偷偷去飲嘢啊，搞咩就唔俾佢哋睇到咯，費事又鬧我啦咁樣。咁我都堅持到21日，喺呢個過程當中真係唔適應㗎，到咗因為呢個流食中間仲可以食嘢㗎，第3日可以正常食嘢啦，第7日又可以正常食嘢啦，一日可以正常食嘢嘛，跟住第11日又可以正常食嘢一日，係咁樣咧就第18、19日嗰陣時咧，真係可能真係好想食嘢嗰陣時，就係我都堅持。我心諗差唔多仲有幾日啦，做咩唔堅持咧？咁又餓唔死我喎，我仲有力喎，就係因為嗰個習慣啊嘛。成日都話肚餓就想食嘢啊嘛。師父就話其實咧，你唔食嘢輕斷食或者流食咧，對身體係一個非常之好嘅排毒。身體本身咧就有一種治愈嘅功能嘅，呢個每個人身體都有㗎。其實係真係點樣講咧？係啲商家啦，同埋嗰啲有啲人為嘅製造，即係一日一定要食3餐啦，咁樣搞到就成為一種習慣，一定要食嘢，唔食嘢就肚餓啦，就俾啲個頭腦就俾個信號俾你，話肚餓咯喎，又食嘢咯喎，咁跟住你又聽佢講喎，咁而家我哋即係聽身體嘅説話，佢話點樣你就係做佢嘅奴隸，係即係做身體嘅奴隸。咁師父教我哋咧就話要攞起我哋自己，要做主人，唔俾身體去做主人，要個身體要做身體嘅主人，要佢聽我哋嘅説話，唔係聽佢説話嘅。咁我心諗可以咩？真係可以㗎。今日即係你堅持，咁中間咧排到你將第一開始咧肚餓係嗰個治愈功能咧就啟動咗，咁身體入邊嗰個機能咧非常之全面同埋非常之高級嘅，佢係一個全自動嘅，係啊，好有智慧嘅一個內在好有齊全嘅功能嘅，即係佢咧就係冇人指揮哦，佢係非常之嗰個程序非常之清晰，咩內臟係負責啲乜嘢㗎，一清二楚，就非常之有規律嘅。其實我哋唔知嘅，所以咧就搞亂咗我哋嘅身體，就係因為亂食嘢啦。第18、19日嗰陣時咧，我就話要堅持啦，我一缸水都飲咗啦，咁仲浸幾日，點解唔堅持落去咧？就係唔聽佢嘅。啱講緊就係身體咧，啱開始咧就係食咩咧？肚餓就食我哋嘅脂肪，多餘嘅脂肪嚇，食完脂肪瘦咗啦。師父講瘦唔使驚㗎，瘦咗一定嘅程度，佢唔會整死你㗎嘛。佢食完多餘嘅脂肪咧，佢再食咩咧？就要食你個壞細胞啦。咁好嘅細胞食係一個壞細胞嚟嘅，就係將你平時嗰啲咩慢性病就係咁咯，將你個壞細胞食咗佢，好嘅細胞食埋壞嘅細胞，咁跟住你個身體嘅功能就開始就身體好咗啦，好多慢性病冇咗啦，咁自己唔知㗎喎，因為嗰啲係睇唔到嘛。通常我哋就係將睇到嘅嘢當真嘅，睇唔到嘅嘢就 唔知就係當佢唔存在，或者唔承認有呢回事。好多嘢睇唔到啦，嗰啲風你又睇唔到啦，但係佢事實有風就有涼爽嘛，舒服啊嘛，係咪？冬天又凍噶嘛，咁你又睇唔到噶喎，好多嘢睇唔到咧，我哋就唔承認嘅。其實我哋人類咧係活反咗啊，真係將嗰啲真正嘅事實真相咧，真係唔知睇唔到就係冇，唔存在。係啊，咁呢個過程就係咁樣嘅。咁21日堅持落嚟咧，我身體精神好咗，我喺度翻工喎，一路翻工一路又唔寫，肚我就飲嘢，飲水啊，飲茶啊，飲豆漿啊，飲果汁啊，或者翻到屋企就飲湯啊，即係菜湯、菜青菜、紅蘿蔔、番茄。就煲湯，淨係飲水唔食渣，係呢啲都得噶嘛，咁都有營養嘅。其實植物好多當中都有豆類啊，嗰啲豆腐啊，嗰啲入邊豆類啲嘢全部都有蛋白質嘅，所以植物入邊咧啲餐咧就係好齊全嘅，唔係話一定要食肉啊、食魚啊先至有啲咩維生素啊、蛋白質啊，唔係嘅。植物當中都有嘅，係我哋嘅認知入邊係一定要食肉啊、食魚啊，如果唔係就點啦。而家又講埋呢個講埋而家我嘅狀況。將之前嘅嘢講完先。咁係21日落嚟之後，你個身體精神狀態真係好咗好多，同埋翻工一樣咁有力，又唔點瞓覺喎，好神奇就係好少瞓覺，瞓幾個鐘就夠噶啦。咁跟住人哋食完中飯喺度瞌眼瞓，我冇喎，我精神唔知幾好，咁咧周圍行下啊，拉筋啊嗰啲，哇，真精神非常之好，人哋開始唔同意反對㗎，後邊睇到我咁樣，哇！真係跌眼鏡啊嚇，係啊，廣東話係跌眼鏡啊，即係打破佢哋嘅認知咯，即係覺得都係得㗎，但係都唔認自己做唔到嘛，佢哋話我做唔到㗎，我唔得㗎咁樣，咁我都有做個版，佢哋都唔信嘅，都有嘅，係啊，有啲人係信，但係自己唔做嘅，係各種各樣嘅人都有啦。不過你身體係自己噶嘛，你想健康係咪？咁都要去嘗試啦。咁人哋既然咁樣好嘅，咁喺隔離左右你睇到個版咪日日同你一齊翻工，一齊食飯，屋企人都係，日日都見㗎。你要唔食嘢？你要翻工，你要做嘢，即係咁好力，咁好精神，係事實，見得到啦，呢啲都見得到啦，但係都唔肯承，即係唔肯去承認啊，或者去嘗試啊，都有嘅。但係有啲人都想嘗試，但係都係問下你呢樣啊，問下你嗰樣啊咁樣，因為佢都唔敢啊嘛，話唔食嘢係唔得噶嘛咁樣，各式各樣嘅人都有啦咁樣，即係我分享我嘅經歷，即係親身嘅經歷，係唔單止一次啊，我做咗幾次之後，跟住我本身有糖尿嘛，我一路食藥幾多年，5年都有啦，嗰陣時做呢個流食之前我都係食藥，日日食糖尿藥，仲係篤嗰個手指甲嘛，日日篤手指，篤得10個手指都痛埋嘅，日日嗰個10個手指心都痛㗎。咁篤完呢度，篤嗰個咁樣輪流咁篤嘛，每日我個手指都係痛嘅，咁少少痛咯，都可以忍受嘅，不過都係唔想咯，日日篤手指，睇有幾多度，空頭有8點幾、10點幾都唔等㗎，睇你食咗啲乜嘢，食咗幾多咁樣。咁我又少戒口啦，我都要戒口嘅，不過少戒口啦。 嗰陣時我都食齋嘅，食齋你都可以食好多飯，好多麵都唔得噶嘛，咁都好多糖分噶嘛。咁我冇刻意去要食幾啖幾多兩飯咁樣味啊，我咁樣篤嗰啲幾多克啊幾多兩啊，我從來唔中意去刻意去控制嗰啲數量啊，嗰啲飯嘅量啊，咩香蕉唔係可以食一支啊，又可以食半條啊咁樣，我冇，我一開就食一支嘅最少嚇，我就冇刻意去控制呢樣嘢，所以我糖尿一路都係超標嘅。咁自從做咗幾次流食之後咧，我呢啲藥都冇食啦，糖尿藥全部都冇食過啦。咁我係淨係傷害，你係雖然糖尿嗰個糖分控制到喺嗰個合格嘅水準啦，但係你傷咗胃啦，傷咗肝啦之類嗰啲啦，我諗下我都唔抵。咁好咗呢度，壞咗嗰度，我覺得都唔抵咯。我做完流食，我直情冇再食嗰啲藥。但係我嘅糖尿真係好咗喎，係咯，正常咗咯。咁我精神又好咗啦。咁之前咧糖尿嗰陣時眼蒙，即係眼都睇唔清嘢，係好似有一層嘢喺嗰個眼珠呢度擋住嘅，成日都捉眼嘅。因為我睇嘢蒙噶嘛，睇唔到，後邊戴眼鏡噶嘛，配眼鏡戴，咁就而家眼鏡又唔戴啦，全部真係好好，恢復得好好，非常之好，同埋又清晰咗，眼又清晰咗。呢個就係我做流食嘅一個心得同埋一個改變，係啦，呢個係我親身經歷，所以咧我唔需要做任何嘅功課，直情可以講俾你聽，同你分享我嘅經歷同埋過程嘅，係啦。咁講埋我而家啦，我而家身體狀況非常之好啦。好似前一排就係6月1號咧，我嘅手咧就依家仲係啦，吊住個條帶嘅。咁因為我唔小心啦，就跌到呢度手臂骨折啦，同埋呢度都有一個冚到嗰個碗上面咧，呢條疤痕咧就仲未好翻嘅，仲有一條疤痕印。師傅祝福我咧就話唔會留疤痕嘅。大家睇啦，而家仲未有，依家因為1個月都未有，但係我嘅手咧就恢復得好好咯。照講1個月都冇骨折骨裂，全部都係爆，好似嗰個車玻璃咁樣爆碎咁樣嘅，係個狀態，係唔係呢個斷成兩開嗰啲？唔係，係好似玻璃爆碎咁樣嘅狀態，係拍片嗰陣時，係啊。咁我係 call 白車入醫院，因為我自己喺屋企有一條線喺地下睇唔到咧，就一下就跌親啦，撞到嗰個櫃上面，直情咧爆開咗。當時個手咧就好痛好痛，我話死啦，咁係咪斷咗咧？唔應該斷咗啊！咁就咁樣跌親就會斷咩？我心諗唔會啊嘛，但係真係好痛好痛，但係我呢度流血啊嘛，咁我冇辦法啦，喐唔到啊，有個手就喐唔到，仲有個左手可以喐噶嘛，就冇辦法就打999 call 白車就當晚入咗急診室拍片就係碎啊！骨碎咗啦，我碎咗有冇咁誇張啊？係啊，咁樣咯，咁拍片係咁樣，咁即刻夜晚就入咗醫院住院咯，住咗幾日先出嚟，咁翻嚟就自己喺屋企調理啦，就讓佢自己 愈下啦，我而家恢復得，因為有師傅嘅點化啦，俾個能量啦、祝福啦，真係恢復得好快。同埋我有自己療愈嘅，係啊，可以我哋有師傅嘅點化之後咧，我哋可以自我療愈嘅，我哋都有呢個能力，自我療愈，同埋仲可以幫他人療愈，但係有條件嘅，有食素啦、食齋啦，呢個係啦。具體嘅方式咧就參加我哋嘅帕冉瑪希瓦呢個課程，因為呢個課程係我想第一次上係叫3級課程嘅，係要交21,000美金嚟讀呢個課程嘅，係啦，我哋都係交咗錢先嚟翻學嘅。點解咧？師傅話咧，啲2級課程長期免費嘅，係啊，好多人都冇珍惜，即係唔收錢咧，佢又唔當你咩事嘅。即係師傅話咧，係我哋一路啲人咧就係咁嘅，同金錢咧就好一致嘅，因為你錢喺邊度，心就喺邊度嘛。你唔用錢嘅咧就好唔當回事，當理所當然，想嚟就嚟，想聽就聽，想走就走嘅，係啊。咁我諗下又係真嘅喎，因為2級課程長期唔收錢，嗰啲課程都好正嘅。但係咧有啲人咧3天打魚2天上網，同埋都唔當咩事，到咗夜晚要瞓覺啦，就唔聽課，就即係瞓覺有走走就冇，就想堅持到想成晚嘅課，啲人好少嘅。我交咗錢咧，我就擘得個眼去聽課嘅。仲有咧好眼瞓嗰下，邊個又唔眼瞓咧？真係會噶嘛。咁眼瞓咧就唔敢瞓覺喎，因為我交咗錢，哇！我交咗錢嚟瞓覺㗎，自己同自己講：你真係傻嘅咩？交錢嚟瞓覺㗎，梗係唔瞓覺啦，去洗面。喺個洗手間係搏命洗面洗眼，跟住又飲咖啡，係堅持聽課，咁先至有效果，同埋你學到嘢噶嘛。如果唔係你真係咁樣堅持唔到嘅。同埋咧上咗嗰個課之後咧，我哋人嘅精神好咗好多，對飲食方面咧全部都有改變嘅。咁我而家咧就一日食一餐主餐。咁咧就其他咧就飲啲嘢啦，流食嗰啲飲個豆漿啊，有機嘅奶啊，果汁啊嗰啲，打嗰啲豆啊，紅豆沙嗰啲，我中意食嗰啲嘢嘛，係啊，就一餐食固體嘅嘢。不過我唔點樣食飯，我不嬲都唔中意食飯嘅，我冇糖尿之前我都唔係好中意食飯。我食麵多啲啦，食麵食多啲啦，食咩饅頭啊、麵包之類嗰啲嘢咧，我中意食。但係而家都唔可以食麵包，同埋嗰個酵素都唔可以，除非係自己做個酵素發個麵包就可以咯，係有機嘅。喺出邊嘅麵包我都唔食㗎，以前好中意食，早餐就主食咗，早餐就當佢係主食咁，中意食麵包食2個添，係啊，而家都唔食啦。咁食一餐主餐，其他就飲嘢啦，食下青菜啦，已經足夠啦，已經好多噶啦。有時真係唔使食咁多嘅。呢個係我對飲食方面嘅好大改變，就係同屋企人唔合拍啦，咁俾你望住我唔食嘢就喺度講啦，鬧我啦，話我呢樣嗰樣啦。總之我話我精神好，身體好就得噶啦。你哋唔希望我咁樣咩？我而家身體好過你哋啊，個個都唔係呢樣痛嗰度痛，呢度唔舒服嗰度唔舒服。你有冇睇我講我邊度唔舒服？我從來都冇㗎，係咪？咁佢就唔講説話啦，又唔出聲啦。啊！呢個用事實講嘢係最有實力嘅，係咪？咁同事又係啦，吱啦哇啦講嗰啲嘢就唔出聲啦。哦，真係喎，咁又嚟 間中又嚟問下我呢啊點樣食啊，點樣啊，因為佢哋有好多人都想減肥噶嘛。我唔想減肥，但係你唔食嘢係減肥噶嘛。初幾次咧就係減肥噶，咁你因為未做過噶嘛，你咁耐唔食嘢就減肥咯。第一次食就做流食瘦咗10磅度咯，咁後邊再做就冇啦，就唔會跌咁多啦。吠陀嗰個飲食，吠陀經入邊好多嘅，即係好嘅。係祖先落嚟嘅嗰啲好嘅方法咧，就全部都有係師傅有講嘅，喺宇宙嗰個圖書館有下載好多資料嘅，師傅毫無保留，全部俾晒我哋，講晒俾我哋聽嘅，係啦，你要認真去聽嗰個課咧，入邊全部都有嘅，好多知識，即係顛覆咗我哋嘅認知嘅，全部都唔係我哋而家學嘅嘢入邊。所以咧，師傅話你學咩大學博士嗰啲咩教授，真係冇喺呢度學啲嘢管用，真係管用嘅，係真係非常之好嘅，唔係講假。所以咧好多嘢咧，喺呢度。2級課、3級課全部都有嘅，希望咧，我今日嘅分享咧就可以幫到你哋，大家咧就可以真正去認識2級課、3級課，呢個印度教嗰啲講呢啲所有嘅知識，咁我可以分享嗰啲流食有一個偏方啊，而家咧就講一啲俾佢哋聽下，一個非常之好嘅排毒嘅方法。我而家分享俾大家講少少啦，咁樣或者可以喺呢個要我哋嘅主持人分享喺我哋嘅呢個 Facebook 下邊都可以嘅，因為有啲長。咁時間有限，我咧而家講嗰啲時間已經超時啦，係咪？咁好啦，分享喺呢個下低 Facebook 呢個下邊就得噶啦，係嘛？你哋可以大家去睇。係依家今日我哋分享咧就到呢度啦。咁希望睇到呢條片嘅朋友真係可以俾你哋靈感。啟發到你哋去真係嚟認識呢個帕冉瑪希瓦呢個課程嘅真正嘅意義，同埋佢入邊好多嘅精華，大家去了解啦，好冇？好，我嘅分享今日就到呢度，呢隻擔擔。
好多謝 coco 姐先，咁我想講幾點啦。咁coco姐係由第一次做流食，跟住到做咗幾次流食之後成功咗啦，令到身體越嚟健康啦，跟住你嘅糖尿病都係。有糖尿病要食藥之後啦，到依家身體健康啦，跟住去做嘢啦，跟住更加有活力啦。譬如即係你有食一日3餐嘅人，反而去人哋喺度瞓緊覺，你仲更加有活力喺度做自己嘢，反而瞓幾個鐘就都已經好夠精神去令到自己可以負荷到成日嘅精力去做嘢啦。咁即係咁我自己就冇做過流食嘅，咁我以前咧就係肉食者嚟嘅，我食肉嘅，跟住我嚟咗上師之後咧，我就食咗素都有1年半啦，我已經係冇食過肉嘅，跟住由1日3餐2餐，跟住變到1日1餐，跟住有時我都會1日2餐嘅，睇情況，但係我主要都係1日1餐嘅，但係我喺我身體變化嘅情況下，我覺得即係我冇做流食呢個咁強大嘅飲食習慣啦，我自己。食呢個固體1日1餐咧，我都反而覺得我自己身體第一係輕咗，精神力好咗，思維好咗，同埋有創造力好重要喎。係你會有更加你個身體上咧，你發現咧係會更加加強你嘅洞察能力咧，會見到你個身體冇咁多能力去照顧你自己，要消化你自己自己消化你身體嘅食物咧，令到你身體上咧有更加嘅能量啦。機能啦，去提升你自己嘅意識咧，去做你自己想要做嘅嘢，所以我覺得好強大嘅。所以 不過我將來我都會試下做流食，我覺得，因為上司講過咧，我哋人體咧最有營養咧係我哋自己食自己嘅。其實我哋人咧一出世咧係已經係具備咗咧，具備咗我哋出世我哋人生喺呢個世界上咧要有嘅營養喺晒我哋嘅人體入面嘅。咁當初我都有半信半疑啊，我話點會唔食嘢得唔得㗎？跟住我都會有咁嘅咩嘅。咁當我去發現咧，我有試過咧係唔食嘢一兩日嘅，但係就冇話去到幾日，因為我自己有自己嘅中意食嘢嗰個模式啦，因為我對食物嗰種依戀啦，咁我就仲未做到話要流食21日嘅，等我將來會試嘅。咁我發現咧，我唔食嘢呢2日咧，我會發覺我身體咧會更加清晰，會更加專注到我當下現在發生嘅嘢，即係會更加有專注力去做我現在要做嘅嘢。即係譬如我寫一篇文咧，會更加清晰我之後我5分鐘、10分鐘、15分鐘之後我要寫嘅嘢個內容，我已經喺我頭腦已經出現咗啦。咁當我之前我食嘢咧，我食嘢會食得好滯，我發現我食嘢好滯嗰時咧，我會好想瞓覺，我嘅思維會好遲鈍，同埋好有懶惰，好有惰性，好有呢個頭腦會出現好多聲音話俾你聽，你放低支筆啦，你要瞓覺啦，你瞓覺更加舒服啲啊，你唔好寫啦，留翻聽日啦，或者留翻後日啦，跟住拖下，跟住成件事又冇咗噶啦。所以我覺得病從口入咧係真係會病從口入嘅，因為以前我會覺得食肉咧係我哋人生必備嘅嘢，因為食肉就會生呢個肌肉啦，會長肉啦，有肉我先會有力氣啦，有力氣我先會做啲粗重嘢啦。當我嚟到上司之後，原來唔係啊，其實上司講咗一句好簡單嘅嘢，如果你話食肉會生肉嘅話，先有肉嘅話，咁你不如去睇下大笨象佢成世都係食素嘅，生到咁高咁大隻，係咪先？咁呢個都係一個強而有力嘅認知嘅。今日我就覺得，原來食素我都可以令到自己更加健康嘅，跟住我就去做啦。咁我就做咗成1年半啦，跟住而家都係變咗。我覺得素已經係成為咗我生活嘅一部分啦。同埋我覺得，當我喺一邊街嗰度咧見到人食肉，或者係有啲人去以食肉為榮嗰陣咧，我會覺得有種憐憫。我會覺得佢應該要嚟體驗下我哋呢個狀態，我要覺得佢要嚟試下，我要覺得佢要去感受下唔同嘅境界咯，即係唔好局限住話，食肉，即係因為我哋嘅人，因為我哋一出世咧就俾呢個社會或者俾父母咧係局限咗，我哋一日要食3餐啊，我哋要食雞蛋啊，我哋朝頭早要食咩啊，晏晝要食飯啊，夜晚要食多啲啊，唔係夜晚食多啲菜，唔好食咁多飯，跟住瞓覺啊，跟住嗰啲啊，跟住唔好食宵夜，即係有好多限制嘅。其實呢啲就係我哋嘅認知，但係上司依家教落嚟嗰啲流食啊，同埋依家講緊唔食食物嗰啲咧，我哋係因為我哋嘅認知去局限住我哋嘅。但係當你覺得食物係你人生中好重要嘅嘢，你唔好去做用呢樣嘢，因為依家睇緊視頻呢度嘅朋友咧，如果你睇到呢個視頻咧，你對食物係有依戀，同埋你係覺得食物係你人生中不可取代嘅嘢嘅話，你千祈唔好去試呢個過程。如果你要去做嘅話，一定要嚟到上司嘅空間，同埋上司嘅教程，同埋上司嘅空間，同埋上司嘅能量同埋點化，你先去做呢件事嘅。所以我再重複一次，所以大家就千祈唔好自己做啦。呢個就係我要分享嘅。
一定要喺嗰個流食嗰個小課入邊聽，一齊喺師傅嘅能量下做嘅。做流食咧，仲要有個流食嘅冥想啦，同埋要練咒語啦，咁先至有能量嘅加持，你可以堅持到嘅。如果唔係自己做咧，會出事嘅。係啦，呢個係俾大家一個警號啦，一定要咁樣。好。唔該晒。
我將來我都要試完我就同大家分享啊，因為係啦，我之後仲會講多啲呢啲話題嘅。咁我首先要多謝 coco 姐先啦，咁我繼續分享我嘅嘢先。好啦，咁多嘅資料啦，就去關於卡拉薩嘅開悟生態文化咧，請關注官方網站啦。咁呢個官方網站咧有上司嘅歷史同埋 經歷啦，同埋個生態文化係點樣回事咧，都會喺呢個網站啦睇到一清二楚嘅。咁大家去呢個網站啦，到時我轉頭會擺落個留言板度嘅。好啦，到今日我想講嘅主題啦。咁點解沒有食物就生活啦？咁食物咧係基本嘅生存需要啦，食物不是問題啦。而我哋對佢嘅需要咧，隨住時間推移啦，對於大多數食飽嘅人嚟講咧，這種需要咧已經轉為想要啊。因此咧，我哋用各種各樣和令人難以置信嘅食物咧嚟填滿自己啊。但呢種體驗咧並沒有感到滿足嘅。咁上師一話咧，對食物嘅需求咧，對愛嘅需求咧，對外界能量嘅需求係一種束縛啊。對食物嘅需求係對物質世界嘅束縛啊。對愛嘅需要咧係對情感世界嘅束縛啊。對外界能量嘅需要咧係讓你遠離精神世界嘅束縛啊。即係以我理解呢個束縛咧，係你太強迫自己去做一啲你覺得你認為係啱嘅事，你強迫自己去做。即係譬如我唔開心，我就要去食嘢；我唔開心，我食嘢先會開心。呢啲係你自己俾自己認知，你自己強加俾自己認知。點知你令到呢個模式喺你個人生度係不斷重複㗎。當你唔開心，你就去食嘢，變到你嘅健康問題咧就因為食而出現問題。跟住就介紹啦，卡拉薩嘅navakhanda samyama 係啦。咁呢個咧就意味住咧無需食物或水咧等任何外部輸入即可啦。探索同埋發現身體嘅可能性啦。你嘅身體咧係宇宙嘅縮影啦，裡面咧富藏住咧所有可能嘅智慧啦。如果魚會游水啦，你都會游水啦。咁如果雀仔咧會飛啦，你都可以飛嘅。只係咧你需要從你嘅生物記憶中咧重新發現嗰個可能性，重新喚醒你生物記憶中嘅那些可能性啦。咁navakhanda samyama咧個好處咧就係幫助發展強大嘅神經系統啦，打造容光煥發有光澤嘅肌膚啦，且不脫水啦，節節消耗嚟自太空嘅能量啦。治癒糖尿病啦、高血壓啦、肥胖症啦，咁提高集中注意力同埋注意力嘅持續時間嘅能力啦，抗衰老啦，同埋無病身體作為副作用啦。咁誰是navakhanda 係指沒有食物、不受食物模式束縛嘅人啦。咁係由稀有在世化身嘅開悟大師帕冉瑪希瓦啊、列根南頓啦訓練同埋啟蒙嘅人啦，佢哋可以唔食食物而生活啦。咁最重要係咧navakhanda啦，人咧係那些成功打破飲食模式以及飲食相關嘅所有模式嘅人啦。咁這些模式嘅範圍從肥胖咧等身體狀況啦，到抑鬱啦等精神狀況啦，及介於兩者之間嘅狀況啦。咁通過經驗咧和於師傅的深入冥想過程咧，我哋了解到咧不食食物嘅生活史咧，打破我哋多年在身體同埋思想中攜帶嘅許多消極啦、頑固模式啦、的門戶啦，並了解這些模式往往是問題嘅原因啦、疾病啦。咁呢種生活方式咧，自動咧使我哋生活在高維嘅意識狀態中啦，並幫助我哋進化到咧更加高嘅意識水平啦。所以咧斷食並不是為了炫耀力量，而是咧為了炫耀力量。至少咧通過我哋師傅咧訓練我哋嘅方式啦，我哋覺得自己變得更加幸福、溫柔、極具創造力嘅存在啦。結果啦，我哋將幸福嘅能量咧輻射到我哋居住嘅環境中嘅。好，咁呢度好啦，咁我哋依家再睇一條片啦。咁就係navakhanda嘅人咧，佢喺度實踐緊佢呢個唔食食物嘅模式啦，跟住去佢嘅轉變啦，大家去睇下條片啦。
An entrepreneur, and I currently live in Singapore. I'm also one of the many people initiated as a Nirahari by Paramahamsa Nityananda into the science of living food free. In fact, I should actually say it's a the science of breaking all patterns related to food. I'll give you an example. If you find yourself turning towards comfort food to feel good, or to recover from a breakup, or to pass time and kill boredom, those are all patterns related to lower level emotions like jealousy, suppressed anger, comparison, etc. When these patterns build up over time, they manifest physically as diabetes, polycystic ovaries, migraines, and well, a lot more. I am not saying that food is the root cause of disease. You do have the option to use it as a medicine, but be honest, how many of us really do that? Today, what we put inside us and what we associate with it contributes heavily to major lifestyle-related diseases like stress, obesity, hypertension, and the worst disease called laziness, which really prevents us from realizing that we need to help ourselves first and foremost. As for me, after multiple inner awakening programs, I thought I was living the ultimate spiritually rich life. But now I know it was a clearing that was being created for my body to make the next quantum jump. When I first heard of Nirahara, I jumped at the chance and grabbed it with both my hands. Why? Well, one, because I always had interest in mystical happenings, divine capabilities, etc. And who better to train with other than a living incarnation like Paramahamsa Nityananda. Two, because I really wanted to create a body that listened to me, was slimmer, and because I was just fed up of trying to lose excess weight. I always seemed to be, on the plumpier side, no matter what I did. Every time I did lose weight, it was just a matter of few months before I put it back on. And, my third reason would be that because it was just impossible to resist the invitation to live a strong, healthy life without food. And four, because it is so awesome when people get inspired to take responsibility for their health when they see me live a life that they thought was impossible. As of today, I have lived without the support of food for just a little over 6 months. I'm sure I don't look starved or deprived from any angle, despite taking on Nirahara as a lifestyle. My diet ranges from nothing on few days to 2 cups of orange juice or any juice in a day, to several cups of diluted buttermilk on some days, and then whenever I feel like it, I go without consuming anything except water when I remember to. Of course, those of us who decide to become lifetime Niraharis, we really need to monitor our health, especially body heat, just until our body settles down completely with the Nirahara experience. And that's basically a process. Like, you have to just evolve with it. You need to really be patient and not give up on yourself. The only difference between you and me now is that you need food 2 or 3 times a day to derive energy for running your body, whereas my body is trained to directly consume that energy from prana, the indestructible life force. Has my life changed? Of course it has. Firstly, I've created a disease-free body for myself. I don't even get a minor headache, and you will be shocked at my immunity levels. You should know I claim I have a healthy body only after doing intensive medical tests, on seeing which poor doctors don't understand how my organs are even functioning, let alone the fact that they're blooming with health. They also don't understand how the levels of iron and calcium in my body are at optimum levels without the use of supplements that even regular eaters consume. Secondly, I don't feel the slightest need to compare myself with anyone. Not anymore. Not even the teeniest bit. My master Paramahamsa Nityananda says comparison is the root cause of disease, since it creates a big gap between a person and his or her body. Living in Nirahara has really bridged that gap for me. So I now know with crystal clear clarity that I have created this body for myself. It is the best, and I respect its uniqueness. Thirdly, I don't live in the fear of getting obese or falling sick. I say finally because before Nirahara, I was always prone to putting on weight. I did suffer from binge eating my favorite foods, always overriding that little voice in my head asking me to stop. As a result, I had messed up my hormones, developed polycystic ovaries, and really felt the fear of helplessness. But not anymore. Of course, in a major way, I have to be thankful to the Inner Awakening program, but Niraharas had the most amazing effect on perfecting my body. Apart from that, it's also had the most amazing anti-aging effect. I say that despite being only 27, because these days the pressure is always on us to start buying anti-aging creams and serums right after you're 22. Anyways, I was genetically prone to start graying early, but it's just reversing and my hair is growing better than ever. My skin is acne free, and the best surprise is that the stretch marks I had developed with this weight gain and weight loss and that constant cycle are pretty much disappearing, and that's always a welcome relief for anyone, especially the women folk. Fourthly, I always have energy. Abundant supply of it. Even I was shocked. Trust me, the more my body evolved towards reducing its liquid intake, the more energy I had. I never have the excuse of being tired, and I'm not bound by my own laziness. As a Nirahari, we have to practice constant self-remembrance through spiritual practices like ajapa japa, feeling connection, and unclutching, all three of which help life ooze from the muscles. It is this state of constant excitement for life that I carry within me. Fifthly, I swear, and I'm very sincerely telling you, I don't even understand the meaning of depression now. When my friends tell me they are experiencing a low phase and are waiting for it to turn around, I seriously cannot relate. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Nirahara has taught me that I am responsible for everything I experience inside of me and outside of me. But on the rare festive occasions that I made an exception of eating with family, I could clearly see that even the small amount of solid food had reintroduced few old patterns of restlessness, but etc. in me, but thankfully they never had the same grip. Plus, over these 6 months, I have been doing constant completions with the ideas of food that I had, cravings for desserts and savories. So now, even a so-called delicious banquet seems as useless to my body as a fork or a spoon. The sight and the aroma of food no longer make me salivate or make my tummy rumble. I tell you, it is really an exceptional state to be in, if you're up for it. The best part is that Nirahara never took much effort from my side. All I had to do was be in my master's presence, trust him and the power of his initiation, which is really just a single tap on our heads for 21 days. All I do now is continue with my ajapa japa, where, like an automated process, the Guru mantra, Om Hreem Nityanandaya Namaha, keeps circling my throat constantly, keeping me in awareness, and then just remembering my master is enough to put me in the space of unclutching, which is basically a technique that is unique to those of us initiated into the process during the Inner Awakening program. The deep love, you can call it feeling connection, that I have for the divine presence of the master in my life is really more than enough for me to know that I'm well fed with cosmic energy. I should actually go one step further and proclaim that Nirahara is like being in the cosmic womb of my master. I can clearly tell you that I would never give up this lifestyle for anything. Not for billions of dollars, not for paradise, not for anything. Of course, there is no pressure on me to do so either. Niraharis can actually eat once in a while, but whether they want to do it is a whole other question. Seriously, why would you give up a life where your skin glows, your eyes shine, and where you have so much time to pursue anything you want, a life where you are not bound to a job you hate just because you cannot envision a life of hunger? A lot of people who see me are like, well, you're earning money, you've got a good life, why not just enjoy and eat? Why deny yourself? The thing that you don't understand is we're not denying ourselves. We've just got to the point where we're getting a lot more than what eating food could give us. The greatest gift I constantly experience due to my food-free lifestyle is the space I carry within me, the space of possibilities, the possibility of success in anything I want. And I really mean anything. I've already proved to myself that I can do the impossible. I have lived without food for 6 months. As a result, I naturally carry the inner space of impossible is really I am possible. If anyone disagrees, trust me, my friend, I've been there and done that and gone through all the, crazy rut of excuses. I know the disagreement is all just excuses that stems from the laziness and fear to embrace change. My sincere request to those of you watching is that try Nirahara. It's always free because my master believes knowledge is always given for free, and so you have nothing to lose except your stale patterns. You don't need to choose to live the food-free lifestyle itself, but just doing the programs alone are enough for a start. Oh God, they really free you from any health condition, even the ones you don't know you carry within you. Of course, like all good things, Nirahara is not magic. It takes patience, dedication, interest, and commitment towards yourself. But if so many of us regular people can do it, so can you. I really hope this inspires you, and hey, if you ever get asked this question, do you know someone who can make you live without food for life by just remembering him? The answer is yes, Paramahamsa Nityananda. Thank you, Nityanandam.
好啦，大家都睇到啦，咁就呢度仲有幾個問題啦。你可知道啦，Nirahara身體發育出咧異常強大嘅神經系統嗎？我哋中咧的一些人咧可以不知疲倦嘅連續幾日不瞓覺，同時連續工作並飲住呢個清淡嘅果汁啦。咁你是否知道咧？對一個成功嘅 Nirahara 咧嚟講咧，一盤裝滿佢最中意嘅食物咧嘅效用價值咧，將類似於裝有食物嘅盤子，香味道嘅記憶咧，不再控制 Nirahara 嘅感官啦，這就是打破模式嘅力量啦。咁你知道 Nirahara 嘅節節消耗嚟自太空嘅能量嗎？咁普通人咧需要消耗食物啦，然後咧將食物轉化為能量啦，但 Nirahara 嘅身體咧只係跳過食嘢呢個部分嘅過程啦。你是否知道咧 Nirahara 咧已被證明是治癒糖尿病啦、高血壓啦、肥胖啦、任何形式嘅成癮同任何程度嘅抑鬱症嘅特效藥啦。咁你是否知道咧 Nirahara 咧要取得成功咧，佢應該對佢哋嘅大師有深厚嘅感情聯繫同埋信任嘅。佢哋將大師尊為咧宇宙父母啊、母親嘅代表啦。基於此咧，一些人咧發現 Nirahara 過程作為一種生活方式，與其他人相比咧，非常容易採取同埋遵從嘅。咁你知道嗎？最年長咧成功嘅 Nirahara 咧參與者咧已經係75歲啦。佢不僅連續21日咧靠飲呢個果汁啦，同埋零食物生存啦，佢還每天咧2次1小時嘅戶外瑜伽，並從事至少16小時嘅志願任務一天，係非常強大嘅呢個教課教程，真係太犀利啦！我哋為何伸出援手咧？咁因為無論我哋放眼望去咧，都找不到一個完全放鬆嘅人啦。如果身體健康咧，咁心靈咧就唔健康嘅。咁反之亦然咧，因為感覺咧，現在人民嘅娛樂活動咧就係食再食，因為人民通過服用藥物咧、吸煙啊、上癮咧，就係剝奪嚟抑制飢餓同副作用啦。因為當生活方式嘅富裕時咧，壽命就唔富裕啦。咁如果好舒服啦，咁睡眠就唔係啦。咁當我哋對自己問題負責時咧，世界嘅問題就會自動排除啦。因為是我哋自己解決嘅，因此咧將平靜帶你嘅內心、你嘅心啦，你會發現當佢會輻射喺你嘅周圍世界。你對世界嘅睇法咧就會根據你內心變化而改變嘅。咁其實上師嘅教學咧都好講明嘅，就係其實呢個世界咧種嘢。乜嘢都好，都係我哋內心嚟顯化嘅。即係我唔知大家有冇聽過吸引力法則啊？當你有啲唔知大家有冇聽過吧？我驚啲咩咧？驚嗰啲嘢就嚟，或者我一講嘈到度，其實咧呢啲嘢都係我哋內心顯化出嚟嘅。 當我哋內心咧有恐懼、痛苦呢啲咧，我哋會不停去吸引住呢啲恐懼嘅嘢咧，不停喺我哋生活咧發生嘅。當我哋內心平靜咧，我哋睇嘅世界唔同之後咧，因為我哋內心平靜，冇咁多爭嘈嘅聲音啊，呢個唔得，嗰度唔得，有好多嘢局限住咧，我哋發現咧，其實呢個世界咧唔係我哋所諗咁樣嘅。當我哋內心平靜之後咧，我哋發現咧，其實呢個世界咧，其實有好多樂趣咧喺一啲微妙嘅地方度出現嘅。只不過我哋以前咧有好多內心聲音咧蒙蔽咗我哋嘅思維，我哋個思維咧局限住自己嘅情緒啊，成日俾嗰個情緒引導你去做一啲你覺得啱嘅嘢，但其實最強大嘅係你內心得到平靜，你內心得到平靜之後咧，你所睇嘅嘢又唔同噶啦。其實有人話咧就係一年天堂一年地獄，其實我諗就係咁解啦。因為當你內心好平靜嘅時咧，你睇到乜都係一個天堂嚟嘅。係啊，好啦，講翻主題啦。咁呢個咧有超過100個月咧同正在進行嘅會議啦，即係依家進行100個會議咧，係關於依家呢個食物嘅主題啦，係俾更加多嘅人去認識啦。咁超過100個生物週期咧係冇生活嘅食物啦，係啦，咁係啦，超過100個生命週期。咁有嚟自15000名參與者啦，咁係依家係實現緊係有15000個係實行緊冇食物或者係飲唔係固體，係飲啲果汁啊嗰啲嘅飲料啦，喺自己嘅生活度令自己嘅內心更加平靜啦，去實現呢個喜悅啦。咁如果大家想要更加多嘅資料咧，都係入呢個網址啦。咁入面咧有更加多嘅分享者去分享佢自己嘅體驗嘅。咁呢個網咧會有關上師嘅教學嘅，但係我都係唔主導大家去睇完呢個網自己去嘗試，因為呢個食物嘅模式咧係需要得到上師嘅點化同埋上師嘅能量，我哋先可以做到嘅。如果唔係嘅話，你依家嘅認知係做唔到，因為我都係講嗰樣啦。任何嘢都係我哋內心顯化。如果我哋內心有咁嘅認知之後咧，我哋做嘅嘢係唔同噶。你會肚餓，你會俾一啲情緒影響住你，你一定會食翻食物嘅，唔同噶。係啊，所以大家想要知嘅話，就入去呢個網啦，轉頭會擺落去官方直播留言板嗰度噶啦。好，講翻第二樣咧，呢本書咧《生活在開悟智慧中》啦，咁呢本書係由上師列支蘭達帕瑪希華上師所陳述嘅智慧精華第一卷啦。喺過去嘅5年內咧，評論了將博家梵歌這樣偉大嘅經文啦，對來自各界不同嘅團體發表演講啦，並在課程中傳達這些智慧嘅信息啦。這本書這些教導嘅精華啦，如果你喺呢度咧就意味住就係希望你以呢種形式存在，你不是個意外啦，你是一個有意識嘅存在奇蹟啦。不要認為這是積極嘅想法或者是一個直截了當嘅真理。如果你相信呢個真理，你將開始體驗人生嘅巔峰。好啦，咁大家想要呢本書咧，就可以加我哋香港卡拉薩 Facebook 呢個入呢個官方網站，入面有聯絡人啦，同埋呢度都有個聯絡人。咁大家想要更加多嘅信息咧，就去我哋嘅香港卡拉薩呢個官方網站去睇我哋嘅信息啦。好啦，咁依家進行緊嘅就係馬哈帕默書和行呢個大課。呢個大課咧係上師最終極嘅課程嚟嘅，係幫助我哋去了解人生更加多嘅真相，同埋係俾我哋一啲強而有力嘅認知，改變我哋嘅 DNA， 令到我哋係，總之係人類再更加高一階嘅進化啦，可以咁樣講啦。咁我好希望大家入呢個香港卡拉薩呢個官方網站咧，去睇翻我哋嘅網站咧，我入面係有分享過超能力，有分享過瑜伽，因為瑜伽都係我哋印度教上師古文明傳落嚟嘅，我哋係最正宗、最傳統、係真實性嘅一個喺呢個地球發生緊嘅生態系統啊！我哋人咧其實嚟呢個世界係為咗開悟嘅，咁開悟嘅嘢咧，我之後就喺其他課程我再講啦。好啦，咁大家想要參加呢個課程咧，咁之前咧頭先個師姐都講咗啦，之前係要21,000美金嘅，咁依家係現正免費開放嘅，咁每日咧係要上14至16個鐘嘅，咁 14至16個鐘咧，你會學到好多嘢，同埋你想要嘅嘢願望啊，你都會喺呢個課程中得到嘅。好啦，係啦，咁大家可以睇下啦，咁大家可以加我哋志願者啦，呢度有個志願者微信啦，咁呢個係我哋香港卡拉薩嘅微信志願者微信，佢叫卓拿師姐。好啦，咁人類比以往啦，任何時間咧都需要經歷一次超意識嘅突破啦。當物質主義咧、享樂主義嘅社會咧，在追求利潤最大化達到頂峰時咧，抑鬱無聊、焦慮咧、壓力咧、錯誤嘅性觀念就變得猖狂起來啊！擁有世界90%嘅財富嘅富裕國家咧，有超過50%嘅人口抑鬱同埋用藥嘅。咁上個大課嘅參與者咧，咁就有做過一啲問卷調查啦。咁有90%嘅參與者表示冇任何恐懼症啦，即係佢之前可能有恐懼、好驚啊，或者有好多疑惑啊。咁你上完之後咧，佢發現個恐懼症咧，俾一啲超強有力嘅認知啦覆蓋住，令到佢生活咧係開心一場。好啦，咁沮喪啦，97%嘅人咧報告咧，抑鬱症係完全康復嘅。咁76%嘅參與者咧報告咧，恐懼發作咧恢復過嚟啦，並冇不安全感啊。咁92%嘅參與者表示完全冇憤怒同埋沮喪啦。咁88%嘅參與者表現出明顯嘅失眠恢復啦，即係有失眠嗰啲人恢復啦。好，就係身體健康恢復啦，咁就慢性疲勞100%嘅啦。咁飲食失調咧係100%嘅人都係完全康復啦。咁92%嘅參與者咧風濕性關節咧就完全康復啦。咁哮喘咧就79%啊。好啦，咁呢個係我哋喺官方網站啦，香港泰拉實啦。咁大家記得點個 follow 啦，記住，因為我哋會不定去更新我哋嘅信息，因為我哋會隨住呢個大課上司俾我哋嘅知識咧去不停去更新嘅，咁大家可以關注啦。咁呢個係我哋 YouTube 啦，YouTube 咧入面咧就有我哋擺咗好多所上司嘅開示啦。咁上司嘅開示咧都好珍貴嘅，因為我哋每次上大課都好多我哋上到大師嘅堂咧，我哋都好珍惜嘅。咁入面咧係有以前上司之前留落嚟嘅開示啦，咁大家可以睇下啦。因為咧，即係其實我喺呢度我分享咗咁多咧，其實我點解要講咁多？其實我真係想俾你哋知咧，上師嘅教學咧係真正係喺我哋人類度實現緊啊，係驗證緊。明明我講咩係驗證緊啊？唔係喺度吹水，吹完之後你哋叫你去做，跟住發現唔係咁嘅回事，唔係咁啊，係依家係呢個世界喺度發生緊嘅事。我哋人類係有超能力㗎，我哋人咧係有能量嘅，我哋人嘅身體係有自己賦予俾自己嘅能量嘅。我哋俾呢個世界誤導咗啊！好啦，好，下次見。咁下一次咧就禮拜一啦。咁希望大家可以踴躍參與去聽多啲我講嘅嘢。咁如果大家可以中意嘅話，就可以俾個 like 我啦。好，咁我以 Pula Mantra 圓滿經文啦去結束今日嘅課程啦。咁希望大家中意啦。咁大家坐直，雙手合十啦。Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamada Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamivavasisate Om Shanti 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 Avyong Dasasalam Pakwansi Nityalandam Palasya Paduka Panamatu Om Nityalandam